Yeah, actually, things are going good. One of the things that's happening is that between the time of the election and now, the real estate market's been a little bit slow. We found that there are some houses that are sitting on the market. But an interesting part of that is that when Sandy and I had held a couple open houses, we found that the traffic was very robust. And that encourages me. Rates are up a little bit. Actually, as of today, they've started trending more lower or down. So I think that's going to be encouraging. We got word that expecting in the mid part of 2025 that rates will be lower again. So even though it's seasonal, January, February are generally seasonal, we're very optimistic about what 2025 is going to look like. So it's my view that the real estate market in 2025, and it's also, this is by some of the major projections that are put out by some of the big entities that talk about real estate and what it's going to do. 2024 ended up with a 4.5% appreciation rate, which is actually quite good. 2025 is supposed to be similar to that. So we expect the real estate, not only the price of homes, but business to be very good. One of the things where we see an opportunity is first-time homebuyers. First-time homebuyers have been kind of pushed aside because the cost of houses and the high interest rates. And that was one of the reasons I chose to write this book, First Steps. The ideal is to give first-time homebuyers an idea on what to look at when they're thinking about buying a house. Key parts. When somebody says, when was the best time or when is the best time to buy a house? The standard tongue-in-cheek answer is 2 or 3 years ago. That was the best time. Or maybe it was 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe it was 20 years ago. And the reason that's a true statement is because real estate continues to appreciate. Still, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are times when real estate is down, but if you hold on to real estate for any length of time, 4 or 5 plus years, it's going to appreciate. So that's one of the things I'm trying to get the message across to first-time homebuyers is it doesn't work to wait. Basically, here's the way things kind of lay out. The best time to buy, my perspective, is right now. Here's why. There are houses out there sitting on the market for longer than they've sat in a long time. That means that sellers have their house for sale and they've been on the market for anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. And when sellers have their house on the market that long, they think something's wrong with it. It may be overpriced, or maybe something people don't like about it. For buyers, this is a prime time to go in and negotiate closing costs, to negotiate lower prices, to negotiate improvements to the house that the seller might give them because of the fact that the houses have been on the market longer than they normally have. As far as interest rates are not where we want them. We do expect interest rates to go down, but when interest rates go down, everybody and their brother are going to come out and start buying houses, and all of a sudden you're going to be running into these multiple offer situations. So the smart cookies out there, when I say cookies, I don't mean cookies, I mean the smart people, right now is a great time to buy. And when interest rates go down, you can always refinance. That's kind of my cut of what's going on right now. It's hard to buy when things are slow and when rates are up, but you will save money if you do that. The book that I wrote was based on first-time homebuyers being left out of the market at this point in time. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to put what I call the first steps, getting started on the first questions first-time homebuyers have. And the truth is they don't know what they don't know. So a lot of times they don't even know the right questions to ask. So what we did is we went in and we detailed a lot of the questions that people had by looking on the internet, by checking AI. We've got a lot of information in there that's going to help people, and it's going to be the most common questions that people have. What I'm also doing, this is kind of new, is we're setting up a Zoom meeting Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 o'clock where you can just come in and ask questions about home loans and real estate. We're going to do that for an hour. We're going to test it, see how it goes. But the initial part of that we feel is going to be very good. Hey, this is Mike Durr, Kingwood Mortgage Guy. And I love that you're watching this. I hope to see you, or I hope that this stimulates some questions that you might want to ask me. And I look forward to seeing you on the next time. If you have any suggestions on things that we should cover, I'd love to hear those.